Taking a little breather. Got the mast sitting on the deck. Bunch of stuff down here. There's our mast. That almost went really badly, but hey, it worked. Make sure when we put the mast up, we'll do it the right way this time.
With the mast down, the next step was for us to disconnect all the stays, label and coil them neatly to be brought to the rigging shop. We left the removal of the forestay for last, and since it was inside a 30-year-old roller furler, it proved to be the most complicated to remove.
So I took off the drum and I found the turnbuckle at the forestay. So now we can take it apart and get the forestay out. Alrighty, I think I'm done at the roller furler, so just pulling out the mainstay. What's it caught on?
It's at the bends.
So after all this work we did, we can't get the mainstay out of the aluminum extrusion on the roller furler. There's something in here, a little piece that's making it so we can't pull this any farther. I'll show you that in a second. These little pieces here connect each piece of the aluminum extrusion, and they kind of guide, they sit around the cable and they kind of guide it, and it looks like one of these pieces is stuck in the middle of that other extrusion, so now we can't pull this through, so we're going to have to cut it just to get it out, which we're not going to do today. We're going to do that tomorrow. I'll come out here and do that tomorrow. There's Somnium with her mast down.
Since we didn't finish on Sunday, I had to go out the next morning by myself since Randy was at work to finish up what we had started. I had to cut the forestay with a hacksaw to remove it from the aluminum extrusion.
It took like 20 minutes. If you're looking to buy an older boat, high likelihood that standing rigging on the boat is going to be original, and despite what the owner tries to tell you, oh, standing rigging is good, it's steel, it lasts forever. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Go look up chain plate failures on YouTube. Go look up dismastings on YouTube. Demastings, dismastings, I don't know how you pronounce it. Go look up that kind of stuff. You know, just standing rigging failure, or just look up how often you should change your standing rigging. I think the general consensus that I found was every 10 to 15 years, 10 years being what you really should do is every 10 years. So trust this stuff with your life. I hate cotter pins. They're annoying to put in, they're annoying to remove. I just had to cut one out on the starboard side lower shroud. Just had to cut it out with a hacksaw. Absolutely hate them. If there's a better alternative to cotter pins, Someone let me know. Look at that turnbuckle. I know it's brass, but at least I think it's brass. Just doesn't look good. So I've got all the chain plate. I got everything off the chain plates. I've got all the stays marked. All the hardware's on them. They're all marked for the rigging shop. Everything's ready. So there's all the stays. Everything is pretty much done as far as the work I need to do, and I just need to clean up now because the boat is messy and I don't like a messy boat. Just gonna clean everything up. Got the inside straightened up. Not too shabby for a boat with its mast down. It's and storing, everything aside from the mast in the cabin. So there's always things that pop up with boats, and my depth finder display it actually got knocked out, so I'm gonna have to fix that and reseal it. Otherwise it's gonna leak like crazy down into here, which I don't think it has already, but so I'm just gonna temporarily reseal it because eventually I'm gonna be removing this completely. Try to do this one-handed. I gotta get my head strapped back. Alrighty, that was a pretty easy little temporary fix. Now that gauge is not going to leak. Let's talk about what I used to seal it real quick. It's this Life Seal I got it from West Marine actually, but Boat Life Seal it's for fiberglass and really anything. I wouldn't recommend it for permanent fixes, but for temporary fixes, like if your windows are leaking, like I did it. I'm planning on actually replacing all these window panels and rebedding them so that they're not going to leak anymore. But I fixed a leak with it right here. Basically fixed all the leaks in all my windows because they all leaked a lot when I first got the boat. Now they don't leak at all. And same with the hatch up there. I used the Life Seal on it, and honestly it buys you time. So, and now my boat doesn't leak at all. I'm using it on here. Right there, obviously, it's around the edges and in there, and honestly, it works really well as a temporary fix, just so that your boat doesn't leak. The leaks don't cause any more damage, and so you can actually fix the real problem, which is, usually pulling and replacing and rebedding and resealing everything. So I like it. So I cleaned up the boat, I scrubbed it down. Cleaned up the cockpit, got everything nice and organized. I got the mast center line sitting on pillows and my tackle box up there. I also cleaned up the lines on the mast just to make it look good. I had this teacher a little while back, and he's a big burly guy that always would say purdy counts. And what he was talking about is whenever you're doing anything in life, taking that little extra step to make it look good matters a lot. And I truly believe that. So purdy counts. Got the stays right here. We're going to be heading to the rigging shop. I'm surprised it's actually not too heavy. Pulled into the rigging shop. We are going to get a quote for brand new rigging.
I was given a sample fitting that was slightly different than what I already had because my fittings aren't made anymore, so I had to go test it to see if it fit my mast.
Yep, I'd say that's a fit.
Next time on Somnium, we remove our rudder, and I accidentally put a hole in our boat.